Today we're going to learn the three new letters, and we're just getting to the very end of the alphabet. And if you're not here, next week, the last one will be the final tzadi, and then we have everything as promised. So next week, we'll get to the final tzadi. We'll do a quick review of everything. And then February 5th. I have gotten a class list, and they're going to send like about 6 new people that could be adjusted. I'm not sure. They may want to go up or lower. They may think you're now here, you're going to like this. They may think you're too advanced for them. Bravo, bravo. Okay, now I sent you, I know it was the last minute, but I'm sorry, I just didn't have time with going to the Shiva and the funeral and the everything with my friend's husband, so because he passed away on Monday, so it was a little crazy. You know, I had to bring her food and all the rest. Did anybody decipher it?
I did.
Oh, Ella and Alice.
Oh,
Very good.
how do
Got
you-
part of it.
Robin,
Yeah, I got some of it.
Parts of it.
I got part of it.
did anybody get all of it?
I think.
All right, Ella, you wanna, I wrote it down in English here. All right, this is the magical mystery message.
Should I read the whole thing?
Read it.
Okay.
You're on.
Do you love to drink wine? Okay, then learn Kaddish.
Kiddish.
Kiddish. I'm sorry, I haven't written Kiddish. Practice makes perfect. Have a good day. Have a
No,
good night.
come on, you're
Night.
making that up. It
Night.
doesn't say have a good
night.
day.
Have a good night. Till tomorrow, Carol.
Right? Bravo. Very
Carol,
good.
I didn't get it.
Who didn't get it?
Marilyn, I didn't get the email. You emailed?
I emailed it. I
Yeah.
have a group email with all 12 of your names.
It was with the class link for today.
I
It
didn't
came
get,
along with the class link.
I didn't get it.
Oh.
Can you
All
check?
right,
You might,
Marilyn, I will send it to you. All right, resend to Marilyn. I will do that.
can-
Now, oh, it's so hard to do that because with the spacing, you know, you have to get all the way to the end and then you're putting in Hebrew a new
Yeah.
word. You have to go to the right.
Yeah,
You
that
have
kind
to
of
go
threw me
to the
off.
right of the last word. It's great. Anyway, I was able to do it. Okay, so we're gonna get started now. I will try to get that link for the Kiddush. All right, so we're on page 42. And this letter, anyone know the name of this letter? It means palm. Let's see, palm this way, palm. The letter is called kaf.
Tough.
Kaf. So we now have 2 letters in Hebrew which have a K sound. The other one is the kuf. Kuf, and this is kaf. So the only thing, again, the reason you have letters like 2 letters that make the same sound is because of the meaning of the word, the spelling of the word. So you wouldn't spell cat, K-A-T, because that word is spelled C-A-T, even though the C can have a hard K sound, right? In the name, Caitlin, cat, but we don't spell it like that. So that's it. It's because of how the word is spelled. But phonetically, it's the same sound. K. All right, so we're going to go through these things fast because we really want to get to that practice of Kiddush today. So we're on page 42. And we have a vowel review with the kuf. I mean the kaf. Okay. The kaf and all the vowels. Who would like to do that with the vowels? Faye, can you do that with the vowels? I'm on page 42, line 1.
Line 1, yeah. So it would be ki, K, K, ko, ko, ku, ku, ka, ka, ke, ke.
Good. You know what might be fun if somebody would try to do what I've been doing, a secret message. You send me the secret message and I'll send it to everybody because now we have almost all the letters. So we can say, my teacher is cuckoo. Okay, very good.
Can I get, I'm sorry, back to the secret message. I apologize. It said, do you love to drink wine?
Right, it was hard to
How do
do
you
that.
get
Just,
wine? It says, is that vin? In other words, vin?
I
is
put
wine.
Vine, I think I gave I wrote, let me see, do you think
To drink.
Vian? I
wine.
have the new letter vet, Vian. Do you love to drink Vian?
Fine.
Okay, so.
That's
Sound like
what
my
it is.
Zeta.
Me off.
Right, and then
Fine.
the one that I had fun with was, okay,
Okay, yeah, that took a long time. I
That was the hardest
okay.
part.
And then we don't have a TH combination in Hebrew,
Yeah,
so I had to put
then.
then
Yeah.
instead of then. There's no there's no TH. Then, learn, Kiddush,
Yeah.
learn Kiddush.
Yeah. The only thing I had trouble was the vine. I was like, oh, vin, ven. But now- Okay, so it's like the Yiddish form vine, vine. Okay,
Vian,
you.
Vian. Okay, yeah. So,
thank
I'm
you. I'm
just-
sorry to interrupt.
no.
No, I'm glad you did.
How did you get okay from that silent?
Yeah, I didn't.
Ah,
get that
don't
either.
Yeah, I
forget
got that.
the
uh-huh.
dancing partner is the vowel. So even though you have a silent letter, if you have an
Yeah.
in or an aleph, if you have a vowel with it, the vowel is pronounced.
Does anybody have vowels show up on their email?
No,
don't
I
know.
didn't.
No
I
vowel.
made it harder.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
hard one.
Hard to decipher.
okay.
So,
There was
so
also a
that,
context clue.
well, no, so, okay, I just put the in, so I didn't have the O, I just had, it could be ek, ake, uke, and then maybe you would have concluded from the context. So you had the K, and how'd you figure it out, Ella?
Context clue.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
context.
too.
Okay. Then, instead of then,
Then,
learn
mhm.
Kiddush. Do you love? I was very Russian here. To drink Wein.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Mm.
learn Kiddush.
Dish.
And that's the word Kiddush in Hebrew.
Yeah,
Practice
makes perfect. That was
Makes
pretty easy.
perfect.
Yeah, practice, yeah,
No vowels. And you're saying it's easy. Ha
yeah.
ha.
Carol, could you double check? I didn't get your email either that you just sent. Could you double check what you have for my email?
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I have a paper with the email. Let's do it a little after because I want to get started. Okay, I'll check.
All right.
Did you get anything from me yet?
Oh, well, yes,
None?
I did the last time, but I didn't get this that you just sent, that you had sent and that you resent. I didn't get.
No,
so-
I didn't resend it. I didn't resend it now.
Oh,
I will.
okay.
Okay, so we have the kaf. So now in the second line, it's ki. And now that word is an alert. The second word on line 2 is pronounced mikol. Manishtana halayla haza mikol halay. It's
Oh.
not mikal because there are certain words which are exceptions. Okay, like kodesh. We don't say kadesh. So variations in the root of kodesh. And this is mikol. Don't say mikal. You'll always say, and the word without the mem is kol. Means all. And mikol halelot. Why is this night different? Ma nishtana halayla, night, azeh, this. Mikol, from all, halelot, the nights. So it's mikol. Okay, Robin, can you do line 3?
Kala, Likrat Kala, Leva.
Okay,
Dodi.
it's rounded like a palm.
Lacha Dodi. Likrat Kala.
Okay, now everybody look at line 3. Are there any words you've heard before, sung before, recognized?
Yeah.
Alice,
Likrat kala panesh. Yeah, that's.
where does that come from? Look on the same line.
Lachadodi.
L'chadodi.
Dodi.
L'chadodi, l'krad, kalapane, shabbat, nikabela. There you go, Charlene's swaying with it.
I can't sing, so.
Okay. Sabbath tonight is spoken of in that song as the kala.
Bride.
The bride.
Bride.
Right.
Chosin kala mazel tov. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, so kala is the bride. So the Sabbath bride, we welcome the bride, and that's why at the Boi Kala, and we acknowledge by bowing to the bride, right? Okay. All righty, and line 4, the word kavod. It's a very beautiful word in Hebrew. Anybody know what kavod means? There's an expression that's very nice. When somebody does something exceptional, you say to them, Kol hakavod. Kol hakavod. Did you ever hear that? Kol hakavod?
Uh-huh.
I have heard of it.
Yes. And anybody
Don't
know
know
what it
what
means?
that means.
Okay. So supposing you are in shul and you say, okay, I just learned how to do an aliyah to the Torah, and they call you, and then you do it, and you do it perfectly, you sing it. The rabbi might say to you, Kol hakavod, all honor to you. Kol means all. Kavod is respect. Kavod, all honor. Okay, it's a very, I think it's a really beautiful compliment in Hebrew. Kol hakavod. So when I was taking Hebrew Ulpan class, and my Israeli teacher, if I wrote a nice composition or something, and she liked it, and there were not that many mistakes. Kol hakavod tipara. Okay, like all honor. Okay, so on line 5, kavod. So we had kavod. This is kavod, malchuto, malchuto. The root melech is king, and queen is malka, and malchuto is kingdom or reign.
Kingdom.
So, yeah. Do you recognize anything on line 6? Anybody, this is familiar from the prayer book?
Yeah,
Kamo-
mi kamocha. Mi
Kamocha.
kamocha.
So it's
Mi
kamocha,
Kamocha.
right. And mi kamocha, mi kamocha. So now you're seeing lots of words, prayer vocabulary. It's really, now you have the kaf, which is the one with the dot.
Mhm.
Ka, mo, cha. The kaf has the dot. The chaf has no dot. The kaf has the dot, ka. Mo, cha. Does everybody see that, how that word is pronounced? And then it says, mi, kamocha.
Me.
So with the Maccabees said, mi kamocha be'elim Adonai, who is like you among the gods, O Lord? And that's Maccabee, mi kamocha be'elim Adonai. It's like an abbreviation. And you get Maccabee, and from that. Okay, line 7. Okay, Alice.
Chanukah, Ner, Shel, Chanukah.
Okay, what words do you know?
Chanukah.
Does anyone know what Hanukkah really means? Dedication.
Ah,
Okay.
And okay, this is something I learned. Chanu means they dedicated on the Kaf Hey day, on the 25th day of Kislev. The dedication, the rededication was, and so Chanu would be they dedicated. And the Ka part, it stands for numbers. Kaf is the number 10, and Hey is Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey is 5. So you have 25. They dedicated on the 25th. Cool,
so,
isn't it?
so knowing it in Hebrew helps you with the correct spelling and the transliteration, because we know
Everything
Hanukkah is
works.
spelled so many different ways that.
Okay.
to do the CH.
The holiday of Tu B'Shvat is coming up next week. Does anyone know what Tu B'Shvat means? See, Hebrew is very tricky.
Trees?
No, 8 seymour trees. Hag ha-ilanot. Ilanot is another word. Hag ha-ilanot. Hashkedia porach. I've taught Hebrew school too long. You know, all the songs. So, Tu B'Shvat, Shvat is a Hebrew month, like Kislev and Adar. We are in the month of Shvat. And the holiday of trees is celebrated in Shvat. On what day, you might ask? Aha, aha. So on the Tet Vav day, so it's a 9 and 6, it's the 15th day of Shvat. Look at your calendar later. And Tu B'Shvat, that day will be the 15th of Shvat. So the word two means nothing. It's only a numerical thing. Now you know the real, now you know the real thing. So Tu B'Shvat, two does not mean, it's not a word in Hebrew. It means nothing. It's just the Tet, which we'll learn today. So here you go. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. That's 5. Oops. Vav, Zion, Chet, Tet. That's 9. And Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav is 6. And 9 is 15. It's on the 15th day of Shvat. The word Shvat is the name of the month, but the 2 is just a number. It's a numerical thing. Okay, Jews do a lot of nutsy things with numbers. It's called gematria. Okay, where the numbers have meaning, symbolical meanings. Okay, so what does Ner Shel Chanukah mean? Anybody? Ner
Candle,
Candle
candle
Shel of
of
to
Hanukkah.
Shabbat. Sabbath.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
okay.
Right, and when we did, when Hanukkah came and we were practice that, lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat, tonight, Shabbat candles. Okay, who can read me line 8? Helene, you do it.
Mm,
Ki haim Chayenu. If you're talking while I am, I can't hear myself. It's
She's
like
gonna
reflecting
punch the
back.
screen. She's
Yeah.
gonna punch you right in the kiss.
Yeah, no, it's just hard when you're reading it and somebody's reading along with you, and
Right.
it's like in the middle of
Say
saying
it
it, and it
silently.
comes back. Yeah, it comes back as an echo. So again, that was, where was I?
Line 8,
Yeah, we did it, but I'll do it again. So
again,
it's ki
right?
haim chayenu.
Good.
Chayenu, what does that mean?
Okay, Chaim is life. Chayenu
Chayenu.
means our life because
life.
they are our life.
Uh-huh.
Name is
And what
they.
does ki mean again? Because we do that in one of the prayers on
Ki,
Shabbat.
ki,
Yeah.
kadosh Adonai.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Romamu. Romamu Adonai. Okay, and then
Yeah.
with ki. Oh, you go
Yeah.
crazy. Okay,
So what key means then?
ki means because
Because
they are
okay.
our life. Okay, I need a reader for 9. How about Marilyn? Good, Marilyn.
Ki hu yom tehillah.
What's that last word?
Tehillah.
Mhm. Where does this come from? Da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da
That's
da.
the Kiddush.
That's right. Okay, so ki yom tahila mikra e kodesh zecher l'tzion, etc.
And
Okay, so
Tehillah means again, it means that song.
Tehillah is, I think it's prayer.
Okay.
That's the tefillah, but Tehillah, I think, is a praise. It's a
Oh,
day of
okay.
praise. Okay, somebody's gonna read 11. Charlene.
Okay. Ki hu yom tehillah.
Tehillah.
Tehillah. Lamik.
That's a resh.
Lamiko. Yeah.
Give me the vowel under it. La mi,
Mi, ka,
ra.
kara,
A.
a.
Okay, look at this syllable. La, mi,
Mi, kra,
ra,
A.
a. Does that make
Mi,
sense to you?
kra,
What letter is
mi, kra, a kodesh.
perfect?
Mhm.
Because it's a day of praise. Ki hu yom tehillah, again from
Mi,
from
kra, a kodesh.
right, kiddush. Okay, line 11. Carol?
Mikal.
Okay, so that's the exception. We're gonna say mikol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mikol, Mikol.
Mim.
Hi, hi, meme. Hi, hi,
Mim.
meme.
Okay, the second letter is an island. Island. It's an ayin, it's silent. So the only thing we're gonna hear is what's underneath it.
Mim.
Ha'amin, right, it's ha.
Oh, you pronounce both the ahs. Ha, and then
Yeah,
another ah.
Right,
Oh,
because we learned that the one that's called a
Ha'amin.
kamatz, the guy that's like this, and the guy that's like this, in Sephardic Hebrew are both pronounced ah. So they look different,
Ha'amin, yeah.
sound the same. Okay, so it's call ha'amim. If you've ever been to the parade, the Israel Independence Parade, and they go Am Yisrael, hi Am Yisrael. So what place is Am Yisrael? Am Yisrael. Am is nation, and the plural is Amim. So from all the nations, Mikol, from all, out of all, Ha'amim, the nations. Yud Mem, Yud with the final Mem is a plural. So you have the word boy or child, Yelid. And when I would come into the Hebrew class, Shalom Yeladim. Now, here's the thing I never liked. Masculine in Hebrew always overrides, right? So when you have the word Yeladim, you could have one boy, one rooster, and all the chickens, all the hens, and it's still Yeladim. It's still children,
Guys.
right? As long as there's one male in the group. Not fair, I say. We call ha'amim. Okay, line 12. Susan?
Ki, Banu, Bahara, Ta, right,
Right.
Baha,
Ha, har, ta.
Ra, Ha, wait, that's it.
Again, do it again.
Baharata,
Okay, now we're not going to say vaharata. That's the end of the syllable. Va, first syllable.
Va,
Silent shva. Va, har, ta.
okay, Bahartar.
That's exactly it. Okay, 13. Jackie?
Ki. Vanu. Arta.
Okay, second letter. Va,
Papa. Ha.
ha.
Harta.
Hmm?
Mim. Ha. Torah. Me.
Ha,
Mim.
mim. Okay,
Mim.
the letter hey is an ayin. It's silent.
I.
You can't pronounce the ayin unless you're have that guttural that ayin. Robin?
Last word, is it Vaharta or Vahar? Are you doing the guttural or not?
I am. It's a chet. Chet. We learned the
Ah,
letter
it's really-
chet.
Yeah.
And there's no English equivalent. Right? We don't have any letter that makes a ch. I told you, and I'll say it again, I've had kids doing the Amidah and I hear Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, and I said, stop right there. It's Yitzchak. It always got me upset for some reason. The kids say Yitzchak, and I go, no, it's Yitzchak. Go home and practice gargling. That's what I tell the kids. Okay. Kivanu v'harta call a me.
Me.
Okay. Now, the bottom. So these are letters that are similar in sound. These are sound alikes. So the first one is the kuf. And it's likrat, adosh, and kol, K sound. But we just taught you that the second one is a kaf. Kaf. So we have a kuf and a kaf. Same sound like a hard C. Kuf. Kala, kamocha, and kol. We saw those words. So the sounds are the same, but again, in spelling, you wouldn't want to see your name. Let's see.
Carol could be Karol or Carol.
Exactly. Okay, but the way my name is spelled, it's with a C.
Some people spell it K. Catherine could be K or C. Yeah,
Okay, exactly. But cat can only be CAT.
right.
Hebrew is what you see is what you get with
Phonetic.
exceptions. With
It's phonetic.
exceptions.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, the next two, can anyone tell me how is the chaf and the chet? How are they similar? Chaf and chet.
Chala or chala could be spelled both ways.
Well, what is the sound? These are sound
Cha.
alikes. Well, the
Cha.
ch, that's the CH sound. So the first two, the kuf and the kaf, is a hard K sound. But the chaf and the chet are CH, which we don't have in English.
Cha.
And a lot of people have a hard time doing that. I have a lot of students I've had in the past that just couldn't do it. So we have the word chala, chamocha, and kuchol. Kuchol. And with the chet, chala, chai, yachil. Okay, so now you had chala and chala, but chala is the one that the bread is the with the chet. The last one is the letter hey. It's an aspirate. It's just a breathy H, just like an H. So it's Hallel, Haya, Elohim. No CH sound there. That's an H. That's just straight on. The hey is like an H sound, okay? In the bottom, they give you the little clue there. The kuf and the kaf have a K sound. The chaf and the chet have a CH sound. Okay, let's go on to page 43. So if you ever look on a Hebrew keyboard, you're not going to see dots in the letters. So the kaf and the chaf, you're not going to have this. It's going to just be one, bet and vet, all right? Not going to have. So the shin and the sin, I have a Hebrew keyboard on my computer that we bought. And the shin and the sin look exactly alike. Okay? When you're reading the Torah and you come across a shin, like whatever, a name, shalom, or you come across the name Sarah, it looks the same. That letter looks the same. That shin and sin look the same. So what do? You learn what the words are and you practice. Okay, because you need to know in advance if it's a b or a v, if it's a h or a ch. So reading Torah is a skill. It takes a lot of time. It takes me a lot of time.
Carol, I have a question. If you want to say show, you wouldn't have two dots. You would use the other O, the vav with the O, is if you want to
Okay.
say that sound, show.
Okay, so a lot of books, if it's if the next word has like not yeah, supposing it's Moshe, all right, and above the mem you'd have the dot, and the next letter is a shin. So what you'd be seeing is two dots next to each other. So Moshe, think about the word with the mem would have a dot. And then the shin also has a dot. Now, in the when you're reading Torah, all you're going to see is a mem and something that looks like a shin or a sin and a hey. But in a book, let's say you read in the take a look in your Chumash. Sometimes they eliminate the dot, and we have a name for that. I have a friend who calls it the double duty dot. That one dot can be the O vowel or the cholom, and it can also, when the shin follows that O vowel, it's the dot on the shin. You have to see it. So in some places they just put one, and you have to know that it's Moshe. That one dot is the O vowel for Mo, and the second dot is the shin, is the dot on the shin to the right. Tricky, really tricky language. Okay, so we learned the shin right at the beginning of the course because we learned Shalom Aleichem. And right in the beginning, we had that shin. So now we had the words Shema, Shabbat, Shalom. We know that. So the new wrinkle is, and I told you last week, this is what you have. It's a sin to have a dot on the left. The letter sin basically looks like a shin. The only visual difference is where the dot is. If the dot is on the right, it's a shin like in Shabbat, Shalom, Moshe. If the dot is on the left, it's a sin. It's a sin if there's a dot.
I understand what Robin was asking, like, how about the word shofar?
If this spelling of the word has a vav, then you would have a shin and you would have a
Just a
vav with a dot, because that's the spelling of the word shofar. But Moshe does not have a vav in it, so you cannot
Okay.
put a
I
vav
see.
in that name. It has the dot over the mem.
Okay. I see.
Okay, all right. Otherwise, nobody would know what that means. A mem with a
Maybe-
vav and a
and
hey.
shofar would have a shin with two dots, and you can't have that. So like shofar.
No, you could have a shin, and you can have it on the left. It would be a little confusing, but you could do it.
Okay.
But shofar is not confusing. It's spelled with a vav,
Because
shin and a vav and a pei and a so
the
shin,
O. Yeah.
vav pei resh shofar. Okay. So I remember this. It's a sin to have a dot on the left. Boom, and you're there.
Yeah.
See that dot on the left?
That's a great
That's
that's a great memory. That's terrific. Yeah, I wrote that
Somebody
down.
told me
Yeah,
that
it's a
in
sin
ancient,
to have.
also
It's
in
a sin
ancient
to
days,
have a dot on the left.
Left.
it was considered if you were left-handed, there was something wrong with you, and it was almost like a not panic, whatever, but it was
Sinister. Sinia comes from
It all
siniestra.
same sin.
That's me.
sinister,
I'm
left-handed,
sinister.
bad. So
That's more.
Yeah.
Right, sinister. And I never liked that dexterity, which
Yeah.
means ability and skill,
right, but
is right-handed.
right.
And a dexter, we used to call someone a dexter who was smart. And I didn't like that either. I was evil, I was sinister, and they were smart. That's not fair. So it's a sin to have a dot on the left. Okay, repeat it to yourself and you'll never have a problem.
Israel.
Okay, so then we have our Yisrael. Otherwise, if the dot were on the right, it would be Israel, and it's not. Okay, so Alice, could you read line 3?
Shema Yisrael Ha'Eloheinu.
Now, then you're going to say Adonai. When you see that, that stands for Hashem. But when we're saying the prayer, we always say Adonai. So start again from the beginning.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
And what's that?
That's the Shema, the prayer.
That's the Shema,
opening
right?
the heart.
Hear,
Hear, O
Israel,
Israel,
the Lord,
Lord is
our
God,
God, the Lord. Okay. Okay, and let's see who has it. Jody, can you read line 4? Da 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 da.
Israel High.
Okay. You know, last year they didn't have it, but for years and years, I always went to the Salute to Israel parade. It's always it's in the beginning of May, I think, near Mother's Day. And we would walk down whatever group I was with, my synagogue or Volunteers for Israel, whatever group I was with, I would walk down Fifth Avenue. I made it to Fifth Avenue, walking down with the banner, with the flag or whatever, singing, I'm Israel High. The funny thing is, when we got to 59th Street, by the plaza, it used to be the plaza, now it's apartments, by the fountain, all the Notarai Karta, the super religious who don't believe in the state of Israel, they only believe in the land of Israel, Eretz Israel, would be there with their long payas and their tall hats and their black coats. And they would be, you know, like booing us and jeering because they don't believe in the political state of Israel. They just believe the land, the biblical. Okay, Eretz Israel. So that's when our group would say, okay, sing your loudest. Make them aggravate them. We walk that proudly and we'd be saying, I'm Israel. Hi. Oh boy. No, I missed that. Maybe next year.
And what does that mean exactly?
The land of Israel lives. Am is
Lives.
nation, the nation of Israel.
Oh, okay.
But we'd sing David, Melech Yisrael, any song that we know, we would be singing songs, but loudly, just to get them aggravated. All right. When I was in Israel once on a bus, taking a bus ride, and this guy had these long payas, and the whole bus ride he spent curling them. Curling. This one curling. All right. Now on the bottom of the page, you can practice that. So on the right-hand column, that's a shin. The left hand is a sin. So we have Kadesh and we have the word asa. Okay, I want to skip because I do want to get to teaching you the new letters. Okay, now you've heard of Zion, Zionism. Okay, here is the letter Zion, the name of the letter Zion. That's the name, and it's a Z, just like in English, a Z. Okay, so the top words I want you to know are Zikaron, remembrance, and Zecher. Zecher L'Tziat, in memory of the going out of Egypt. Zecher. So Yizkor is the memorial prayer. Yizkor, you're saying Yizkor for somebody. Yizkor. Okay. Robin, can you give us the first line with the? It's like Zaza Gabor.
Zaza, Zuzu, Zozo, ZZ, Zay, Ze.
Okay. All right. And so the next line, Jackie, could you do the next line? So it's a straight Z sound, okay?
Okay.
Crazy about this.
Za, Aza.
Okay, it has a yud on the end, so that's going to change it. So it's not azah. You have to, the yud has a Y sound. And when you have that vowel, remember it's I. So try that again.
Azai,
Yes.
Azai, Melech, Shemo, Nikad, Nikadra.
Nikra. Adon Olam, Adon Olam. Okay, it's from Adon Olam. Azai Melech Shemon Nikra Adon Olam. Okay, good. Okay, Marilyn, will you take line 3?
New.
Okay, it's a Zion.
Oh, sorry. Mezuzah.
What's that? Mezuzah.
Ta- Tom-
That's
Tom,
it. Yep, it's a tav. Tav tam. Very good.
Al,
Miss.
Mizuzot,
Mizuzot. Be-
A,
Ta-
Techa,
Techa. Very nice. Okay, Ella, we'll take the next line, line 4.
Za, Zar, Zarua,
Be-
okay. Or Zarua, La, La Tzadik.
Or Zarua la tzadi. Ula Yisrael Simcha. This is all Friday night stuff. Oh, they're getting you warmed up. Esther, will you do please line 5?
I'm sorry, Zakot, Kor, Zakor.
All right, try to give it more of a
Okay.
Zachor.
Zakor,
Good, good.
Or,
Zakor,
or,
Vishamor,
more,
Badi,
body,
Bor, Echad.
Good. So Zachor, and Zachor means remember. Zachor, Shamor, B'dibor, Echad. Very good.
Carol, it's hard to hear. Somebody is
Yeah, please,
echoing.
if you're repeating, I know it's really annoying because then you can't concentrate. So whoever's repeating, just do it in your head and then listen. All right, so now line 7, so more practice with the Zion, and Jody, line 7.
Zecher, Litziat, Mis, Raim,
Okay, now
Misraim,
that, after the mem,
Rasi.
it's a tsadi, like a TS. So
Misraim,
look at that word again, Zecher, Litziat, that's like a TS. Or a
Litziat,
TZ. Right, so Zecher. Now the 2 dots, remember, is A, it's not E. Zecher, Zecher.
Zecher, Litziat, Misraim.
So now, this week, tomorrow, wow, Saturday, getting ready tomorrow. Whew. So tomorrow is Parsha Bo. My rabbi's son is going to have his bar mitzvah online. I'm part of a Torah study group, and we met on Sunday. We meet for a couple of hours once a month, and we take a different Parsha. What place is Mitzrayim? We're now discussing the last 3 plagues. We got
Egypt.
locusts, darkness, and the killing of the firstborn. Right. So Zecher, in memory of
Mitzrayim,
Litziat.
Mitzrayim, doesn't that mean like, is that a dark place or something with darkness?
Narrow.
Narrow, it's a
Like
narrow
the
place.
Straits
that's
of
all. Okay,
Magellan.
thank you.
Yeah. So Zecher, in remembrance of Litziat Mitzrayim, remembrance of going out of Zecher Litziat Mitzrayim. It's in the Kiddush for Pesach. Right? We say Kiddush for Passover, and we're remembering the whole Haggadah is we're talking about coming out of Egypt, Mitzrayim, coming out of a narrow place. We were slaves.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask one thing too? All of a sudden I got kind of confused when we're saying Kaddish. Do you say Kaddish for somebody who died, or is it Yisker?
Yizkor, that's you say the Yizkor prayer when you go to shul on the anniversary of the person's death.
Okay, but Kaddish is for somebody who died.
Kaddish is saying, okay.
Or the Yisker service.
Kaddish is said at a shiva, and when I was at the funeral on Tuesday at the cemetery.
You said Kaddish.
Mourner's Kaddish.
Mourner's Kaddish. Yisker just means the service or?
Yes, the Yisk, you say, yes, the Yiska service. So
service.
they have that, let's say on Shmini Atzeret and what is it, the last day of
Okay, but you don't
Passover?
say to somebody, I said Yisker for you.
No, I
You
said,
said Kaddish for somebody. Okay.
But correct me if I'm,
Yiskor is a memorial.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Kaddish is not in Hebrew, it's in Aramaic.
They're right. Yes. Okay, now we have the Mornis Kaddish and then this Kaddish the Rabbanon. Okay, this a little bit different. Okay, so where are we? All right, we're on
Eight.
line 9. Ms.
No,
Mara.
8.
No,
Aren't we-
eight.
8.
Eight.
Yes, okay, 8. All right, hello.
Meets more, meets more,
Mies.
meets more,
Mhm.
meets more, sheer, le, Layom HaShabbat.
Right. Is more Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Okay, line, so now, Faye, would you do 9?
Zemirot, Bismirot, Naria, Lo.
Bismirot, la, Naria, lo, Bismirot, Naria, lo. Okay, all part of Friday night service. Okay, 10. Who hasn't had, Robin?
Agala, Uzemman.
What about the second letter?
Oh, Uchir,
Okay, that's a vet.
that.
Hmm.
Uvi Zeman Kariv.
Okay, so Zman. Where are we? Zaman, Bagala, Ubizman, Karib. Good. Okay. Let me see. Helene, 11.
Yep. Erez, Be'erez, Balvanun,
Balvanon.
not noon, Balvanon, Yisker.
Very good. Yiske. Okay. Charlene, you want to try 12? Again, we're practicing. They're really trying to give you practice with words with the Zion in it. Okay.
Okay. O's, Adonai, O's, Leola. Wait a minute. Leomo. Somebody's echoing. Yeah, T's.
Okay, the
Yeah,
last
T. It's an A.
pain. Etain.
Etain.
Okay, so it's
Etain.
so 12 says O's, and then she has, right, Adonai, O's. Okay, now look at that word O's. So remember, I always said it's a letter and a vowel. It's a dancing partner. The ayin is silent, so the partner is next to it, and the partner is the vowel O. So it's Adonai, O's, and the Zion doesn't have anything under it, so it's just Z, O's. Le, A, you have an ayin, only you hear the A, Le, A, Mo. Yi, Tain. Remember the long one is a final nun. Etain. Okay, 13. Alice? Carol, you have your hand up?
Unmute myself.
No.
You know,
Oh,
what you could do, Carol, is you could just mute all of us and then the person who's speaking unmute themselves. That's, you have the control and you could do that. But anyway, it's just a suggestion.
I can mute everybody. Oh, but then you can ask a question and, nah, leave it like this. Just everybody really it is disturbing when you're trying to read and really concentrate if somebody is echoing you. So let's just try again, not to do that.
Okay. Ya'alos. Is that correct?
It is very good.
Ya'alos. Sada.
Don't forget the yud on the end.
Sadai.
Good.
Sadai. Echal.
Okay, so Ya'alos, Sadai, the.
V'chal.
All right, remember that word, v'chol.
V'chol. Asher. Bo.
Nice job. Ya'alos, Ya'alos, Sadai, Ya'alos, Sadai, Ya'alos, Sadai, v'chol asher bo.
Okay.
As you're running new, so Friday night, here we go. Okay, Susan, would you like to take a crack at 14?
Okay, Oz, Yara, Nu,
Right, you're running new.
Yaranu, Call,
Paul,
oh wait, this is the other word that I always
all
don't
right,
like.
so they look similar. It looks like the rabbit ears on the old TVs. The first one is the iron, Susan, it's silent. The second
Right.
letter is the Sadi, the
Right.
TS.
Azi,
Atse,
Atse, and then Ya'ar.
nice. Az, Ye, Ra, Ni, Nu. So it's Az, Ye. You sound it, it's at the beginning.
Yeah.
Ra, Ni, Nu. We have two sounded shvas. Az, Ye, Ra, Ni, Nu. Az, Ye, Ra, Ni, Nu. Call, Atse, Ya'ar. Very nice. Okay, in 15, Carol?
Okay.
Big sigh.
This is hard. Zikaron,
Good.
Zikaron,
Hmm?
Zikaron, Lema, Say, Sheet.
Excellent. Mitsuyan. Zikaron. Again, Zikaron. Zikaron. Lama'ase. Bereshit. Remember what Bereshit means? Where we see the word in the beginning. Good.
In the beginning, yeah.
And it's the first book of the Torah. It's Genesis. And it's the first word of the Torah, Bereshit. Okay.
Carol, what's the difference between Bereshit and Bereshit?
Nothing. It depends what comes in front of it.
Oh, it means the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 16 is Zecher. Remember. Zecher. Remember. Zecher. Litziat Mitzrayim. And we'll be doing Passover stuff soon. Remember the going out of Egypt. Remember of going out from Egypt when we were slaves. Avadim Hayinu. Zecher. Litziat Mitzrayim. Okay. Now we have 3 important words in Judaism. Well, it's funny. It changed where you are. Jackie, can you do those 3 words? Line 17.
Meets Bata hi
Okay, look, wait.
meets
The second letter after the mem is Zion. Z.
meets
Zion, not Sa. Not a Tzai. Z. Miz.
Miss
I punched you in the stomach. What would you say?
who meets oh meets
No, not O.
meets Mitsuba Mitzvah
Mezuzah. Okay,
Mezuzah
we have a Zion, which is a straight Z, 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 like a buzz, Z, B. And a Tzadi, looks like it's got those two pieces, they're like the old TV thing, like the rabbit ears. That's a ts. So it's mezuzah,
Okay.
right? What's the second word?
Hayon.
Okay, the second letter is a zion,
Oh, Hazan.
right? And we're gonna give it that chazan. Who is a
Chazan.
chazan? Chazan, what's a chazan?
Cantor.
Cantor. So we have chazan, good. And the third word?
Matzor.
Not matz. We're not up to the matzahs yet, please.
Okay.
No matzahs yet. That second letter after the mem is a chet. Mach.
Machzor. That's what it's
What's a machzor?
Prayer book
Prayer book.
Kind of prayer book.
for holidays.
Not holidays. You guys are circuitous.
Or
When do you use a machzor? Helene, do you know that? What's a machzor? Don't fail me now, Helene.
No, I'm failing you now. My mind went someplace else. I was writing notes.
Come
in
on,
there.
what's a machzor? Robin?
High holidays?
Holiday for Rosh Hashanah and
Ah.
Yom Kippur, a machzor. Okay, so it's a different prayer book. So mezuzah, hazan, so the mezuzah, right? Mezuzah, hazan, enter, and a machzor. Good.
What I just a compliment. There are many people in our synagogue who pray by rote, and they just blah, 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 and they really don't know what they're saying to a large degree. But by going over what the meaning is, I think it makes the whole lesson more meaningful. So I really appreciate it.
I agree. And the melody, the meaning and the way you say it. All right, now we've come to the part where I'll get nervous. 2:00. Okay. I am going to see if I can go back. I have notes, but I have no idea how I go back on this. Let me see. All right. Aline, I'm supposed to get this sharing business.
Make me co-host, and I'll pick it up.
How do I do that? All right,
I'll
let me,
click on right next to me where it says mute, and there's 3 little dots. Click on that. The 3
wait,
dots
I don't
next to
see
my
three.
name.
I just see mute and I see more.
Okay, go down on more, and you should see make co-host.
Okay.
And let me.
One, Helene,
and
yes.
Let me get this. Hold on one second.
All right, now I took this Cantor's thing, I put it on the desktop, I minimized it, and it should be with the sharing.
I have it on my desktop. So
Share it. I don't know if I'm supposed to click on maybe I'm supposed to click on my picture.
Right, you're looking at. You want to share Shalom Aleichem?
No, I wanted to share, I had put it in there, I wanted this Cantor. What if I go?
Oh, okay. When you want to share, make sure you have the thing up. You have it on your desktop. When you click on share on the bottom, it says share screen.
Okay.
It'll show
where
on
is
the bottom of your screen, there's a little blue thing with an arrow that says share screen.
Wait, I see speed dial. Whoops.
No, I'm talking about on Zoom. Go back to Zoom.
I'm on Zoom.
Okay. And on the bottom of your screen on Zoom, there's all these little
Oh,
things that
share
say
screen. Okay.
And when you
Oh,
click
there
on
it
share-
is. Oh, no, there it's not.
Okay, go to your, okay, we say your desktop. Click on what you want us to share, what you want to share.
Oh,
Have Shalom
it should be
Aleichem.
there. No, and new share. Here, I want to,
Whatever you want to share, you click on that.
oh, had it earlier. No, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
YouTube video Cantor on the top.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Where is it?
It's on the top of your desktop. I'm looking. You have recycle bin, then you have YouTube videos Cantor.
Can
And
you
then-
click on it?
I can't. I don't have access to your screen. Only you have access to your screen. So click on the one that says YouTube video Cantor, and it has all your videos in it. So click on that.
I don't see that.
If you look, I'm looking at your screen.
Upper left of your screen.
On the upper left hand of your screen, you have recycle bin. Don't touch that.
I
And
don't
then-
see recycle. I see new share, maybe new share.
No, it's right up there.
On your
well,
blue
let's-
Your
screen.
Windows desktop screen, just, your blue screen from Windows.
The color is green and blue, it's round.
The
yeah, you have a
bottom.
little thing, a little circle around it.
Oh, yeah. And I practiced this too. Oh, no, gone now.
Okay, go back.
Something else now.
No, I'm not screen sharing. I don't know what I'm doing.
In the future, Carol, I don't mind because I do a lot of Zoom programs for various people, including my own. You can send me anything you want to share and I'd be more than happy to help you out. That way I can just.
I did it
do it.
earlier.
But I can be, I understand that, but that way I can just help you. You know what I'm saying? And then
Can
we
you
can go
close
through this.
down this screen?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
What if am I supposed to click on myself? There's supposed to be something here, the dots?
No. When you went to share screen and it showed your
Alright.
desktop and it had the canters. It was a little thing on Microsoft Edge. Look at your desktop.
See
Just like
speed dial.
If you
I
were
see everybody's face here,
working,
but
you know.
whiteboard, speed dial, share sound.
You're really deep into it now.
No, okay.
No,
Carol,
Make-
can you
make me
email
the-
it to Helene?
no, uh-oh.
Okay, we can see what's on your desktop. We see
We're seeing the share.
Amazon and eBay and Booking. We're
Yeah, but
watching you.
No, this is not what you
I
want.
don't,
Carol, if you just minimized it, it should be down at the bottom next to your Zoom, right at the bottom of
Yeah.
your screen. Is that it? Red, like a red icon?
what's
you-
this?
Okay,
Next
well,
to your Zoom camera?
we're seeing your whole, okay, you're sharing your whole screen. We're sharing your desktop.
Don't pull up
Okay.
anything private.
Nothing private.
If you look at the very top of your desktop, looking
Okay,
at the top of the screen, you see 3 icons. The first one says recycle bin, very top left-hand corner.
I don't see recycle. I don't have recycle bin.
It's right
Okay,
there.
look
We're
on your
looking at
blue-
the
Looking
desktop.
at
We
your
see it.
screen.
I
Look
see
on your blue
basic
screen.
blue screen.
Okay, the major blue screen, you're looking at it?
I see speed dial. I see screen. What's on the screen?
No.
I'm not sure where you're reading.
We're seeing your desktop of your computer, which has a lot of icons on it.
All right.
We're looking at your desktop, and on the top of your
Yeah,
desktop,
I am not seeing the desktop.
That's weird.
that I don't know why we're seeing it and you're not seeing your own
Yeah.
desktop.
Because it says YouTube videos and then YouTube video, well, to YouTube.
And,
All right. What if
Yeah,
I
You,
click
swirl.
out of this and I go?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we see your, there you
You
go,
see
there
your-
you go, to the left
Yeah,
of that, to the left of
that's
that. No, that was the wrong one.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
That's it.
Close that down, go back. It was just to the left
No,
of that.
this is the one she wants.
This is it.
Okay.
Karina Kirish.
And you needed to enable the sound when you clicked on share.
You don't hear anything?
No.
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 I go, well. How do I stop share? Don't hear anything?
No.
Stop share. Oh, no. Wait,
Carol,
share sound, wait.
you have to share the sound when you click the share.
Yes, now.
Yeah, we hear it, yeah.
It's working.
Good.
Kadosh Baruch Hu.
You have to start from beginning.
She does this and then she does the Kaddish.
Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Lini L'Shalom.
Meanwhile, turn to page.
Malachei Hashalom.
Oh, there, it's on 45, it's the Kiddush.
Mi melech malchei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzidchem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך.
You should be looking at page 45.
Then you raise your cup up high, and some people will go, Savri Chaverai. And everyone else should shout, L'chaim, to life. Savri Chaverai.
Chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai,
On 45.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom tefila lemikrai kodesh, zeicher letziat mitzrayim. Ki banu bacharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava u'beratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai Kadesh Hashem.
Okay, so you can, isn't that beautiful? She has a really beautiful voice, and it's Cantor Rosenfeld. Look at the top of the screen. Go to YouTube and Cantor Rosenfeld Kiddush, and you'll get it. And you can practice with that looking at page 45. Now, how do I get back to you? Stop share.
Share.
Ah,
You did very good. A little trial and error. And again, if you ever need my help,
all right.
I'm
Oh,
here.
wow.
So Carol,
Great job.
Carol, will you email us later at an opportunity just to say page 45, Cantor Rosenfeld, and just email us as
I
a
will.
fresh? Don't worry about the link. I think most of us probably can find it on YouTube if we have the details.
I have a question because it was something I had circled in a previous lesson.
Okay.
Which is in the bracha, the second line from the bottom. And is it Kadshecha? Is the next to the Kadshecha? Because I was having
Kodshecha. You have to say in a lot of the combinations of Kodesh. All right, so now we're going to say it. Everybody, page 45. Oh, I'm so happy you got to see that. Isn't that beautiful? She did Shalom Aleichem, just what we wanted, and the Kiddush. And you can play it again and listen and follow and track it. Okay. On the top of page 45, you see Kiddush. And again, I don't care. I'm not wanting to be a speed demon. I want to do it properly so that we learn and enjoy. So I'll say the words, unless there's somebody else who wants to say the words, and then let's make sure we have the words. Then you'll work on the melody. Okay. Does anyone want to lead that, the words, and then we'll say after you? Anybody feel confident? You can do this? You want to? Alice?
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, great.
Baruch atah Adonai.
So here, wait, stop. Do a few words like phrases, like I would do Baruch atah Adonai. And when Alice stops, you all repeat it. I'll repeat with you.
Oh, okay. Baruch atah Adonai.
Everybody. Baruch atah Adonai.
Eloheinu melech haolam.
Eloheinu melech haolam.
Borei peri hagafen.
Borei peri hagafen. Second line.
Baruch Ata Adonai
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam
Eloheinu melech haolam
asher kidshanu
asher kidshanu
b'mitzvotav
b'mitzvotav
v'ratzavanu
v'ratzavanu
v'shabbat
Shabbat Kodsho. That's Kodsho. Kodsho, right? It's like Kod.
It's
Kod. It's awesome. Kodsho.
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 Ba'ahava
Ahava.
Uvratzon
Uvratzon.
Kinhilanu
Kinhilanu.
Zekaron Lama'aseh Bereshit.
Wow. Zikaron Lama'aseh Bereshit.
He hu yom tehillah.
He hu yom tehillah.
Lamikra'e kodesh.
Mikra'e kodesh.
Zeher litziat Mitzrayim.
Mitzrayim.
Kivanu do we get Vacharta?
Vacharta. Second line from the bottom.
Ve'otanu kidashta.
Ve'otanu kidashta
Michol ha'amim.
Michol ha'amim.
V'shabbat kodsho.
Okay, so the word kodsho is Shabbat, and that's a stop there at the end of the syllable kod, and then the beginning of the shin is shecha, kod shecha. Kod shecha.
V'achavta.
Ve'ahava.
Uvratzon hin chaltanu.
Uvratzon in chaltanu.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Mekadesh HaShabbat. So notice in the book, they have the two yuds, so you can never throw this out. Don't throw this out in the garbage. If you get coffee on it or something like that, you gotta bury it in the geniza. Okay, great. We have a little more time. You're doing fabulously. Now, I'm not gonna go over the melody again because you can listen to it much better than I can sing it on YouTube. Question.
Carol,
Ella.
In the third line, the third word from the end, would you
Yep.
pronounce that again?
Kod show.
Code
Code
show.
It's
Code
not
show.
an
Shabbat
A, it's a
kod
code.
show.
Code
So,
show.
Now,
Is there
when
any
they're
kind of a
singing,
rule?
when they're singing, it might be Shabbat kod show because it goes better with the beat with the melody. But it would be kod show. That
Is
would
there
be-
any particular rule when that is an O
I don't know
sound
the
as
rule.
opposed to a, you just have
Oh,
to
the
know the
aw?
word. The aw.
Those, that's not frequent. So you just have to learn that the word call or mikol, okay, and a lot of combinations with kodesh, kodsho, kodshecha. So if you hear them a lot, you get to know a lot of the combinations with kodesh. Okay. Now, wow, this is great because I wanted to get these couple of letters in and we can just squeeze it in. Go to page 46. Fantastic. This is really great. Wow, 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 wow. I'm happy. All right, now we have a tav and we have a sav. We have one with the dot, that's a tav, and one without the dot that looks like a tav. That's two T's because we're pronouncing Sephardic. Like Shabbat, we don't say Shabbos. Shabbat. This letter is the letter tet. This letter is a T sound. That's just what it is. It can only be a T sound. So the top of page 46 says to, ta, fot. To, ta, fot.
Oh.
It sort of looks like two mountain peaks. So you have t, te, ti, ti, te, te, ta, ta, to, tu, tu. Okay. All right.
Looks like
so
a tooth.
now, yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, good. Because some people confuse it with a mem. Now look on the other side. You see the word Shema? Because that also has kind of like two waves at the top. But this one goes in. The other one is solid. See the Shema on the facing page on 47? This one, think of it as a broken tooth. Okay, it's a broken tooth. It's not connected at the top, you see? There's like a little hole there. Okay, so line 2, I need a brave person. Who's brave? Faye, hit it, Faye.
Okay. Te, terem, beterem, kol, yitzir, nivra.
The Tarim call Yitzir Nivra Adon Olam. See now, what's going to happen now, the more we have the parts of the service, when you look at that prayer and you hear it, you're going to go, oh, it's familiar. Right? And that's the beauty of this, that they're preparing you. All right, I need a volunteer for line 3. Volunteer. All right, Ella.
Okay. T. Mish.
They passed the test. Okay, because we have a tet in the beginning and then we have a mem. And she didn't get confused. The mem is solid. The tet is broken. The broken tooth.
Mishpatim.
Great.
Torah. Umitzot.
Okay, and that's that crazy one. It's u meets vote. Okay, it's not mitzot, and it's a common mistake. It's meets vote.
Umitz oat, no?
Yeah, because there, the vav is really a vav, and its dancing partner is the dot. Meets.
Okay, so that's umitz vote.
Correct.
Vote. Okay. Hulpim. Hupiyim.
Chukim.
Hukiyim.
Hukim.
Hukim.
Yeah, hukim. You're not off the hook
I'm
yet.
not done yet. Okay. Umish. Somebody is echoing. I don't know. Okay. Umishpatim. Umishpatim. Utnu. Oatnu. Oatnu.
Oh, there's a sound under the tav. Oh.
Otanu.
Correct.
Limad T. Limata.
I gave her a tough one. Bravo. All right. I'm going to say it again. I want you to look at it as I say it. So line 3, it starts with that new letter tet, T, and then we have the word mishpatim. Now you see the T and the mem. If you compare it visually, the mem is closed at the top and the tet is broken. So the broken tooth, I never thought of that before. Mishpatim is a very famous Torah portion. It's all about laws, all kinds of laws. Torah, umitzvot, hukim, umishpatim, otanu, limadata. Good, very, very nice. Okay, now we have another healthy dose here on line 4. Esther, you want to try?
Okay.
All right.
Leash. Vote.
Correct.
Ki, va, leash, pot. Ta, or I'm sorry, ha-a-retz.
Next
All
line.
right, keep going. Yeesh, pot, te, veil, te, veil. The C,
Seth. It's F. The vowel is F.
Oh yes, bit, deck. The meme. The mu, na, to.
Wow. Yopi. It's a Yopi. Terrific. Excellent. I'm going to reread it. Line 5. Yishpot, tevel, b'tzedek, ve'amim, be'emunato. Oh, I did the second line. Well, anyway, that was a hard line. Okay, line 6 is a smaller one. Marilyn?
Toe.
I'm going to punch you in your stomach.
Oh, sorry. To shab.
What was that second word? The first was to on line 6. What's the second word? To vecha. To, that's a vet. V, e, ve, cha. To vecha. It's a sin to have a dot on the left. Sab. Sabenu.
Where's Sabenu?
Okay, I'm on line 6. So you did 2, and then the next one was to vecha. Then a third word on line 6.
Sabenu.
Correct.
Okay. Meet to vecha.
Oh, very nice. Okay, 7. Charlene, you want to give it a shot?
I'll try it, sure.
Okay, you're going to recognize these. You said you know the prayers from Friday night. You're going to recognize.
Most of them, yeah.
Okay.
Ta, here. Ta, here. Lee. Someone please. Jackie.
Jackie.
Oh, but you want to Alibenu.
No, she wanted you, Charlene is reading it, but she heard
Yeah,
you practicing.
Jackie's just talking and it's hard to figure it out.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I didn't know.
Okay, so,
It's
Charlene,
Lee.
go, yeah, it's a little confusing, it's a little annoying when it happens. Okay, so go back to the beginning of line 7, okay? I want to hear the whole thing.
Okay. Ta, tie, here, tot hair. Vata, hair. Li, benu. Li, no, le, bain.
Okay, so the second letter, Charlene, is ayin. It's silent.
silent.
Only do the vowel under it.
Right. Le, tain,
Okay, that's a dalet after the vet. Le,
oh, it's,
yeah, it's a dalet.
looks like a long letter.
Yeah, it's looks like it's connected. It's not.
Okay. These copies are, okay.
I know.
They, okay, le, tain, tear.
Le'av, de, cha. The end is the long one. It's the final cha. Le'av, de, cha.
And the last word is ta,
Be,
yeah, be, mat.
Bet, be'emet. All three.
Emet.
V'taheli beinu li'avdecha be'emet. You know this. I'm sure you know these words.
On the,
All right.
I have a question, Carol, on the two, the second to last word, are those two silent or?
Le, av, no, the first one is a sounded schwa because it's the beginning syllable.
Okay.
Le, av, that's the end syllable. De, cha. Okay, here is a rule. The rule is when you have two letters in a row that have the schwa under it, the way I was taught is like twins. It's like you got to separate the Siamese twins. The first one is sounded, first one is silent. So they're each going their own way. La'av, and the second one is sounded, decha.
Oh, okay.
All right, la'av decha. It's a great question, la'av decha. Okay, so 8 is totafot. Now look how you can spell it, either with the tet and the vav, or just the tet and the dot. Totafot. That's the frontlets between. That's part of the tefillin. That's the one between your eyes. Totafot.
Do they have the same meaning no matter how they're
Yeah,
spelled?
totafot. Yes, yeah. Totafot is a frontlets phylacteries. Hayu totafot bein enechem. Okay, bottom of the page. How are we doing? Well, it's just about time. You have a tet, a tav, and another tav. They're both called tav now, so it's t. So it's talit, totafot, tov, tova, tahara. And the next one is emet, berit. Berit is bris. We would say it in English. Bris, a brit. Torah. Ner, tamid, the eternal light. Need tefillin. Now you want to hear something funny? My shul is egalitarian, and I used to teach the 7th grade. Know who taught the boys how to put on tefillin? Moi. I used to teach the boys how to put on tefillin. The thing is, I'm left-handed, so ordinarily I would put it on the right hand. You have to put it on the opposite hand. But most of the boys were righties, so I put it on my left hand. And I learned to do it on my left hand. So when I do it, I make believe I'm a righty, and I put it on my left hand, and then the thing between your eyes. Ladies, you did fabulous. Here's the Shema. Really, I mean, we're getting into the weeds here. We're getting it. If you just quickly take a look at 49, we're going to stop because I know it's a long class. On page 49, what your homework is is to practice the Shema, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad, and then we say silently, Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Does anyone know Yahavta by heart? Charlene, you know that by heart, with the
Just
melody?
about.
Yahavta et Adonai Elohecha, like that. V'chol levavecha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol meodecha, v'hayu advarim ha'ela, asher anochi mitzavcha hayom, al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, ולכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. Okay, so I want you to, if you can, locate that with the YouTube thing, or some rabbis, some camp are doing that. So be a hafta, and then we'll go over it again next time. For those who cannot come, the only other letter is a final tzadi, and that's found on page 54. And that's the last letter, my ladies. And we will review all of that on February 5th. So just look at the final tzadi. You've done amazingly well. You're reading, you're singing, you're fantastic. I sing your praises to Julia, and I tell her how great you are. I really.